We live at a time when we are so divided as a country, it could not be more clear there are two forces pulling us in opposite directions toward two different goals. One goal that Barack Obama clearly likes is that European-style socialism where more and more people are dependent on government, taxes go higher and higher, there's no real economic growth, there's no real chance for prosperity. And then on the other side, there is what American historians like to call American exceptionalism. And American exceptionalism isn't meant to say that we have the greatest economy. It isn't meant to say we have the world's strongest military, although it can mean that. Those can be the results of American exceptionalism. What American exceptionalism really is that this is that country, this is that exceptional place where anyone has the right to rise. Anyone has the right to attain any goal they set their mind to if they want to work hard, go through the setbacks, and keep progressing until they achieve. Abraham Lincoln said it once this way. He said, "Ours is the sole government on the face of the earth that has as its primary purpose the elevating of all men, the lifting of the artificial weights from the shoulders of all, so that all might have an equal and unfettered," I love that 19th century word, "an unfettered chance in the race of life." Where are we going as a country? You know, I fear for those young people today, given our current direction. You know, I met Kira and Kenna back there in the back of the room a little bit ago. And I wonder what kind of country they're going to have when they are of middle age. I wonder what kind of country their children will see. You know, we all heard a few years ago now, Barack Obama talk about how he wanted to change the country. As your Congressman, Marlin Stutzman, said so recently, and I heard this from him, we misinterpreted it. We thought he meant he was saying he wanted to change Washington. No, he wanted to change the country. And sorry to say he's done it. We have an incredible election before us and an incredible opportunity to stand for conservatism. I shared with someone else a moment ago, I think it was a doctor perhaps, my frustration is not so much with Democrats as it is with Republicans. You know, I am frustrated that we will have Republicans who will serve in the Congress and serve in the Senate, and most of them, most of the time, will vote the right way. But when it comes to defending that vote and trying to win people to the conservative argument, they're either apologetic or they fear that, you know, somehow it's going to make them look unpopular, and so they just try to quietly cast the vote without changing the country, the way Barack Obama did. You know, I believe conservatism can change the country in a positive way, and I believe this country is ready to accept conservatism. And why do I believe that? Because in my lifetime, and in most of yours, we saw it happen. It was called the Ronald Reagan years. Let's not forget, Ronald Reagan, 8 years as president, not one single day during those 2 terms did he have a Republican Senate or a Republican House. Not one single day during those 8 years did he have a sympathetic news media. Not one day. And how did he make the argument that smaller government and lower taxes was a good thing? How did he make it so effectively that Congress followed his lead even though it was controlled by Democrats? He went around the news media. He spoke to every group he could find, and he made the argument that our heritage, our success as a country, is based not on big government, but the lives of people, individually, who succeed for themselves and bring the rest of society along with them. The right to rise. I don't recall ever hearing Ronald Reagan use those specific words, but that's what he was about. I entered this race for the United States Senate not because I have any harsh ill will towards Senator Lugar. You know, the day I announced this campaign, I shocked most people in the room because I asked them at the very start, I said, you know, I'm going to ask you to do something, and I'm making a promise to you right now and a vow to myself that when this campaign ends, regardless of how it ends on May 8th, 2012, we're going to do the same thing. And so I ask everyone in the room to join me and to give a round of applause in recognition of a dedicated public servant for more than 50 years, Dick Lugar. And we will do that again on May 8th. But despite my respect for Mr. Lugar, and I voted for him many times, I'm betting most of you have too, it's time. It is time to have someone who sees this opportunity to serve in the Senate as a time to make real change in the area of conservative values.